All right, guys, welcome back to Premium Picks. Today we are going to give you our confident picks of the week. This week's best bets, best props, best parlays. We got two cards this week. We got the Bellator Friday night, and we got the UFC fight night, Vettori versus Cannonier on Saturday. So lots of fights to go through. We're going to make this just a quick picks, confident picks, props, parlays. We're going to get right to the point. We've already done the breakdowns. So first fight of the night, we have, sorry guys, 1 second. First fight of the night, we got Modestas Bukauskas versus Zach Poega. I haven't flipped here. I still have Bukauskas. It's not a huge confident pick. We already said Poega has the chance to wall install here. For me, it's just a money line or a pass. So I got Modestas money line on a couple parlays, but it's not a confident pick. He would not be in my confident picks. That's the play for me. What about you?
I got Modestas too. Maybe by decision plus 140, and maybe fight goes the distance at minus 155. Those are three things I'll be looking at. That's pretty much it for me too.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be a confident pick for anybody here.
But it should be low volume, so maybe I get that decision right. So,
all right, moving on. Ronnie Lawrence, Daniel Argueda. For me, I have nothing on this fight at all. I am going to put up a chart after with our conservative picks and high risks, high rewards from each of us. I think the high risk is stabbing the dog, but I'm not even betting it. So by no means am I telling you what to do here. I think it has over written all over it, grappler versus grappler. So it's going to be an over, but I have no money. It's no confidence. It's a pass for me. What about you?
over 2.5 is minus 240. I like it for a parlay. So I'm not confident in either money line. So I like the over that you said. So minus 240 is good for 2.5. And then the distance is minus 205. If you want to take those 2.5 minutes, and that's my pick. I'm going to parlay that in my round parlay.
All right. Next on the card, we got Teresa Bleda versus Gabriel Fernandez. Once again, Bleda's too big of a favorite, so I was always dog or pass. It's a pass. For me, it's a straight up pass. It's another fight where I would say over. Again, two girls that seem to go the distance quite a bit. Fernandez has some power. Bleda might be able to tap her and overwhelm her on the ground, but for me, it's a pass. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing here. Nothing here. If you're gonna play something, it's Gabrielle inside the distance there, plus 400. That might be your best bet if you want to be a degenerate and bet this fight.
All right. All right, now the fights where the bets start coming in. We got Carlos Hernandez versus Denise Bondar. I hit Bondar as an underdog earlier in the week. I posted it on Monday. I said, hey, I know not everybody bets early, but I said I think this line is going to flip. I think they had it wrong. The line did flip. Bondar's now up like a minus 140 or something or so. I don't know. He's flipped quite a bit. So I got him at plus 120. He's now a minus 140. He's not a super confident pick, but at plus money, I really liked it. It didn't make sense to me. So I do have him in some parlays. I still do have Bondar to win this fight. I think he's the better grappler, or he'll at least be able to be on top. And I think he's the better striker. I just think he's the better fighter, I believe. Not a huge confident pick, but I do have Bondar. What do you got?
I got Bondar on a pretty decent size parlay, just a two-person parlay. Bondar is someone else later on in the card. But I got Bondar. I like the fight over minus 200. I like the fight goes the distance minus 165. But I'm not confident in those. I like Bondar though. I am confident in the money line. I hit it up at minus 110. So I'm happy with that.
All right, next fight we got Kyung Ho Kang versus Christian Quinones. Once again, this is a pretty competitive fight. I think over should be pretty safe here. Kang's never been finished. A ton of experience, never been finished. I do have Quinones on one parlay. My bets will be at the end of the video. We will show some bet slips at the very, very end. So I do have Quinones on one. Again, I hate sounding like a broken record player here. Not a huge confident pick here, but that's what I got. What about you?
Money line, I'm not too sure. Quinones should press for him, should get the money line, but I do like the over though. Again, I sound like a broken record. Over is minus 200, which is really good for a Kang fight because he hasn't ever been finished. and he just rarely finishes other guys too. So even fight goes the distance, minus 165. That's just as much as if you bet Quinones as a favorite, and if you think it's going to go to decision, you're getting paid the same. So that's where my allegiances lie this week in all the round props.
All right, moving on. We got Jimmy Flick versus Alessandro Costa. All right, finally a confident pick. This is my most confident pick of the card. Costa, there's no way this guy should lose this fight. Way, way, way better striker. Tons of power too, and he's a black belt. So Flick's spontaneous submission game, I don't think he's going to catch anything here. Costa is very safe in my opinion. He's in, I think, 99% of my parlays. Like, he's in almost all of them. I think it's very conservative to pick Costa, and I think even the finish is very live here. So I have both. I do have the prop, and I do have them in parlays as well. What do you got?
Costa's the second part of that parlay for me. So that was almost like a point 0.8 unit parlay that I put out there. So I don't really parlay full units at sometimes, so this is a big one. So I like that. And the inside the distance, very live. Very live at minus 115, though. I don't know if there's enough meat on the bone there, right? So maybe the fight doesn't go to the decision, minus 260 might be the better way to go, because it's not going to the decision.
I shouldn't know.
No.
Moving on, Muslim Salikov versus Nicholas Dalby. Crazy to say it, but this is going to be a striker versus striker snooze fest. That's pretty rare. You get the striker versus striker that's boring. Not betting it at all. No money on it whatsoever. I would say the over should be very safe, but I have nothing on this. What do you think?
Yeah, the over is safe. Over 1.5 is minus 330. Very parlayable. Over 2.5 minus 190, then the minus 160 on the goes the distance. Yep. Again, round props are where my allegiances lie this week.
All right, next fight, another confident pick. Actually, we got Nicolas Mota versus Manuel Torres. It's going to be under. I got Manuel Torres by knockout, but if you want to be conservative and like, you know what, there is a world where Nicolas could catch him as well. Absolutely, that it's possible. So I think if you want like a very conservative pick, under 2.5. Both of these guys do not go the distance. Someone's getting flatlined here. I think Torres flatlines him. But if you want like a for sure parlay piece or something, under 2.5, you're going to be safe. Very confident pick. What do you think?
Under 2.5. But I also think Torres, sure, fucking knocks this guy out anyway. Mota's showed to be, Jim Miller knocked him out. I think Torres has better striking than Miller, so.
Yep. All right, moving on. We got a fun, interesting fight, actually. Pat Sabatini versus Lucas Almeida, grappler versus striker. We already broke it down. I haven't changed my opinion. I do have the underdog Lucas Almeida. I don't think he's a parlay piece. I wouldn't be throwing him in big parlays here because, hey, underdog. I mean, he's supposed to lose this fight, but I love the KO prop. You're getting plus 250 on a knockout for Lucas Almeida. I don't think he's going to decision him. I mean, you could play it because he's already plus money at 150, plus 150. So that's fine if you want to play it that way. But I think he's going to be able to stuff takedowns, find the chin. I think he's going to drop Pat Sabatini. Hey, I could be wrong. Maybe Sabatini taps him. But Almeida is Brazilian. He is a black belt, I believe. I think he's going to be fine on the ground if he gets taken down. And I think eventually he will find the chin eventually. So I got Almeida as the underdog pick. Like I said, don't parlay it. That's a singles for me. What do you think?
I'm on Almeida too. I watched that Trezano fight after I talked to you last time. And yeah, man, he shucked off those sorry ass takedown attempts though. But like I then looked at some Sabatini, like Sabatini's not greatest entries either. So and he can get caught as well. So yeah, this fight stays standing, I think. I think he doesn't get him down, when he does get him down, he scrambles up. So I'm going with Lucas Almeida too. There's a vasta value side at least. Singles for me as well.
All right, moving on. We got a very fun fight, in my opinion. One of the funner fights of the night. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Armin Petrosian. Hey, we're humans. We're on completely different sides here, and there's nothing wrong with that. So me and AJ, you know what? We should have a bet on this. We should lose our fucking shotguns of beer or something.
Deal. Deal.
So I got Christian Leroy Duncan. I
I'll take
actually
it.
think he's going to knock him out personally. I think he is a big finisher. That being said, Armin is a tough guy. Armin is a fantastic kickboxer. So the money line's good enough. Well, what is he? -140. It's close to even. He's a slight favorite. I have Christian Leroy Duncan to stay undefeated. He's got a 9-inch or 8-inch reach advantage, very big reach advantage. I think he's going to win this fight. But hey, Armin's very tough, very good professional kickboxer. This should be a fun striker versus striker. Like I said, I got Duncan in a few parlays and A-Train's on the other side. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna play with single, but I got Petrosian based on like just resume and who he's been there with. So I know that he's down on the reach on this one, but we don't really know if Christian Leroy Duncan knows how to use reach properly. The guys he's beaten the guys that put in front of him, but they haven't been as skilled as anything like Armin Petrosian. And Armin Petrosian, I feel like it has at least fought some guys of the skill of maybe not as like dynamic maybe as Christian could be, but with this is all coulda, woulda, shoulda. You don't know. That's the way I see it. Like I know what I'm getting with Armin. I know he's gonna march forward. I know he has a good chin. And I know he fights for my dollar because he fucking Robocop had him down. He grabbed him, he got up, so he scrambles well. Yeah, but the line's closing here, though. That's the problem now, right? I mean, it's only plus 125. It was plus 140, 50 the other day, so lots of money coming in on Armin. So I'm either going to take the dog shot or pass, but I'm on Armin for sure. But I still will take that beer bet here because I'm a man and I like to take that shit. So.
Honestly, it sounds crazy for me to say this, but I actually feel pretty damn confident in Duncan. Like, and like, don't go, hey, he's confident in the other side, whatever. So I actually have notes here, like in order of my confidence. Duncan's like number 3 or 4 on the card for me. Like, I feel good about him to stay undefeated here. Hey,
Wow,
maybe
well,
I'll
you
be
never know.
maybe I'll
Never
be
know.
choking back on that beer. Who knows? But it should be a fun one. That's going to be a good fight.
Yeah.
And it's going to answer a lot of questions. It's going to answer a lot of questions. Moving on, we got the co-main event: Armin Sarzukian versus Joaquim Silva, -1200 now. He's grown from a -1100 to a -1200. To win inside the distance is -350. Maybe that's worth a stab. Like I think I put it on a parlay or two. I don't really know why. Like there's really no value. Decision, he's plus money, and he is winning a lot of fights by decision, but against better fighters. So I don't know, man. Like Armin's gonna win this fight. You should dust him. It's just a matter of will he finish him or will he not? I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. But I have him in a couple small parlays. You?
Me, I got him. I'm gonna take him in a parlay, but I'm gonna use that inside the distance line on him. I think he finishes him usually when he gets this lower level of competition because this is like way low than what he should be actually. They should have put him up against Charles Oliveira or someone like that, right? That's what they should have done because I don't know if they're going to put Charles against Islam. So I feel like Sarukian wins this. He should fight Charles. They just fought a week apart, right? That'd be a good fight. That would answer the questions on Sarukian. Is he really top tier? And they'll answer the questions on Charles because Sarukian's fucking pretty tough. They asked him that question during interviews this week too,
He
right?
was talking shit about Charles.
Yeah. So I feel it, but I like that matchup. Because
I
I
just
don't
don't.
know.
I don't think honestly. I don't think he deserves it though. Like he just lost to Gamrot. He barely beat Ismagulov. Like that. Like I think he can win the fight. I think he's the real deal. He's good. He's wicked. But I don't know if he deserves Charles Oliveira yet.
I don't know, but does Charles Oliveira deserve Makhachev? That's the thing.
Well, Charles Oliveira has finished the number 2 rank, the number 3 rank, the number 4 rank, and the number 5 rank. So what's he supposed to do after that? He's finished the top 4 guys.
That's my boy, and I still won money on him on the weekend, but still, right? Like fuck. Anyway, let's move on to the main.
Yeah. All right, main event: Marvin Vettori, Jared Cannonier. I do have money on Vettori. I nailed him at -150 like an idiot because I believe now it's -1. Actually, he grew a little bit, I think. So he went from -150 to a pick 'em, and now I think he's back at a favorite again, I believe.
-125.
-125. Okay. So I do have Vettori on a few parlays. I do like him. I like the over. Yeah, I feel pretty decent about it. He wouldn't be my biggest piece, but at pick'em odds, I like Vettori to get this done, and I like the over. You?
I like Vettori now too. His meathead's gonna win this stupid fight because it's just this is a good fight for him. This is a good style for him. People are picking Cannonier to finish this meathead, but like not a chance. I don't see it.
No. Have you seen that viral picture of Vettori on the internet doing the fucking like pre-conference pictures or whatever? And he has this fucking Venom shorts on backwards. Everybody's just laughing. He looks like such an idiot.
He is an idiot. Ever hear him talk after these fights? He's a fucking idiot. But
I'm gonna find that picture and I'm gonna fucking post it over our video. He's like literally taking his pre-fight pictures, and everyone's like, dude, your shorts on backwards. He looks like such an idiot.
What a loser. But plus, the over 4.5 is pretty safe. I don't see anyone going down here. Good chins on both sides. Vettori doesn't hit that hard. Cannonier hits hard, but Vittori's a piece of iron, so
it'll have to be an injury to not go the distance. It'll have to be like something freak shit. Okay, so those were like the quick rundowns of every fight. We probably didn't even really need to do those. Like most confident picks. My most confident picks: Costa, Torres fight to go under 2 point. Oh shit! I don't know if I cut out there for a second. Am I there?
No, you're there. Okay,
Costa, most confident pick. Torres under 2.5. I'd say second most confident. Maybe that might even be the most confident pick. Costa and Torres under 2.5. Those are extremely safe bets in my opinion. I like Leroy Duncan, Vettori, and Bondar. Those would be my 5 fights that I'd be playing. If you want underdog picks, I like Almeida and Bunez, to be honest.
Bunez not even fighting anymore.
Oh, is that fight pulled?
Yeah, he's not even fighting anymore. He's fighting.
Who pulled out? Zalgas?
No, Zalgas is fighting some new guy. On the next card. Let me see. And it's not listed on Bet365 that fight anymore.
Okay. Well, confidence, Costa and the Torres fight under 2.5. Those are safe. Bet away, I would say. Like I said, I like Leroy Duncan. He doesn't. Okay, that's fine. Vettori feels pretty safe. Bondar's a good pick. What's your most confident picks?
I like the over in the main event. I like the under in the Torres fight. I like Bondar. I like Costa. I actually like Torres. I like Torres as well inside the distance. So you can same game parlay that. The Kaiho Kang fight to go the distance. And
that's funny because I was gonna say the confident picks, and then I was gonna say what props do you like, and now it's like we're naming the props anyways.
Torres, yeah, but I'm confident in those. I'm confident like those props, like the under in the Torres fight. I'm confident in that. I'm confident that the Kang, neither one of him or Quinones is gonna get finished. And I'm really confident in that. And I'm play Petrosian. I'm not confident in it because he's an underdog. Anytime you play an underdog, you're not confident. But Vettori by decision, I'm also gonna play. And if Cannonier by decision is plus 300. So what I'm gonna do is I'll put a decent sized bet if I win some parlays on Vettori by decision. Say like, just for interest sake, just use $100, and then I'll just cover that bet with like a $25 bet on Cannonier, and you're making money either way. Either you break even or make money. So,
all right. And then as far as Bellator goes, there's not much to talk about. Like, there's only a few fights even worth watching. The last 3 fights. But just to note, the main event, Yoel Romero versus Nemkov. Romero is plus 390, which already sounds pretty good. Obviously, he's 46 years old. He's the underdog. But his KO prop or to finish prop is plus 650. Romero's not going to win a decision. So if he's going to win this fight, he's going to chin him. So plus 650, $20 will pay you 150. Like, so I just threw $20. Who cares? 20 fucking bucks to win 150. Buddy, Romero lands. He can put anybody's lights out. He's been in there with everyone. This guy's dangerous. And Nemkov has, I'm going to go out on record and say it. He has poor takedown defense. Corey Anderson took him down like nothing 2 fights ago, was pounding him from the top. Romero doesn't really wrestle anymore, unfortunately, but he could. If he does, he can do it. So $20 for 150. I'm all in on that. Well, not all in. I'm $20 in on that. I'm $20 in on that. And another thing I like is I really like Phil Davis in the underdog spot, actually. He's plus money. And Davis, over 26 fights, has never been finished. He's been in there with Machida. He's been in there with Rumble Johnson. He's been in there with Bader. He's been in there with Nemkov, the champion, twice. recently, split decision loss. He's been in there with everyone, and he's never been finished. So I don't think Anderson's going to put him out. And I think Phil Davis is actually the better wrestler. I know Anderson's a good wrestler. I think Phil Davis is a better wrestler. I think I like his cardio. I like his chin. I like everything about it. I think it's an over fight, but as an underdog pick, I'm actually feeling Phil Davis here. So those are the only two fights on that card I would bet. I know Pitbull looks like looks pretty good here on paper, but I don't know. As the favorite, getting older, I'm not going to bet that fight. Anything you like on that card?
No, same as you. But I do like Pitbull too. It's a legacy fight for him. So I feel like this is a legacy fight for him.
Or a passing of the torch?
Nah, not the Sergio fucking. I can't ever get behind these Pettis fucks.
I hate the Pettis brothers. I don't like either.
I can't get. Oh, and Sergio's better than Anthony by like 1,000%, right? Like they're not even in the same realm, like those two by themselves. I know Anthony was fucking champion, but like fucking lucky armbar if you ask me. But I don't know. I like Romero at plus 620. I'll tell you that much. And
Plus 650.
650. I like that. Don't fucking get me wrong on that. I like that. And Phil Davis is okay. I don't know if I'll hit it. I don't know if I'll get there, but
full disclosure, Davis is fucking boring. Like I don't like him. I don't like Phil Davis. I just think stylistically he can win this fight.
Well, it's closer than what the odds suggest. That's for sure. But I do think Pitbull's got Sergio beat everywhere. So this fight's like if it ever got to the ground, Sergio's fucked. Right? I don't know if Pitbull's going to take him down or is he going to strike with him. Striking with him might actually be a problem because Sergio's okay, but he is a little bit low volume compared to Pitbull. So I don't know. Pitbull wins this. I want to see him fight McKee one more time. One more time.
I'd be betting McKee in that trilogy.
Did he even win that first fight? Did he win that first fight? Did he win that first fight?
Did Pitbull win the last fight? I remember when it went to decision. I wasn't so sure Pitbull won that fight.
No, nobody. I don't know who won either fight. Like the first fight, it's barred.
No, the first fight, McKee choked him out, man.
Well, he says he wasn't out. He said he didn't tap. And we can't actually see it in video. Like, you can't see where the whole thing goes down, right? He says that, but like a lot of fighters say that. So you're taking them with a grain of salt, right? So anyway.
Guys, subscribe. Coming up in a minute, we're going to do a quick slide of the charts that we always give. It has our conservative plays, my high-risk plays, his high-risk plays. We're going to show you some props, some parlays. All in all, the card's not amazing. Like I said, we're about 2 weeks away from really, really, really good cards. It's not a bad card, actually. For a fight night, it's not bad, to be honest. But save your money for those. I mean, don't play them, have fun, do whatever you got to do. But I wouldn't be bankrolling like any. There's nothing here that I don't know. I'm not going crazy. I got a couple $100 down. Nothing crazy here. Look out for next card. We'll see you Sunday. We'll break down the next one. Hopefully we smash it like we always do. Have a good one.
Peace.